So their sleep patterns are quite different from what is on the ground because they don't have
Gravity.
nights and daylights as we do.
Yes.
So can they sleep in the light as they have at least?
Well, they are in the cabin. Although there will be nearly 15 sunrise and sunset during one day, but they will not be influenced by this.
Because the change of light normally affected our sleep patterns.
They have the option of controlling the intensity of the lighting in that module, so they can.
And we use semiconductor illumination system on our Tiangong-1 tactical vehicle. This is more effective and more safe for our spacecraft than before.
Do they have windows?
There are windows on Shenzhou 9, but I guess not.
There are windows on the hatch.
There's only window on the hatch, but
Yeah.
there is no window on the body of the spacecraft, so they cannot see the outside.
When I go into space, I want to have a window.
Yeah, because the International Space Station, there's a cupola.
Cupola,
where
cupola.
They can watch the space and the Earth. That should be an exhilarating
It's very
experience.
habit-forming.
And every astronaut wants to go there and stay there.
Cupola has seven or eight windows. The cupola module is installed on the Tranquility node module of the International Space Station.
That gives you an ideal place to enjoy
their view.
the vintage position of being in space.
But this...
Right, we have seen astronaut Liu Yang, China's first woman astronaut, get into the space lab. All the crew members, 3 of them, are in Tiangong now. It's a pretty big space, accommodating 3 astronauts, and they still have a lot of room. And it's the first time for Liu Yang to manage to have some walk in the weightless environment. So it seems she's doing well.
Yeah. It is said that there will be curtains to keep their privacy.
When they're sleeping.
Yeah. And also there are secret communication rooms in the Beijing Flight Control Center.
They can talk to their family members in private.
And talk to the doctors privately. And it is very interesting that this time they will have a two-way or directional communication with the ground. So they can see the pictures and videos of their family members.
But this is very important.
Very important.
When they can see their families and their children and parents, it's definitely a reassuring and warming experience.
Yeah.
Well, this is the in-cabin view of Tiangong-1. All the 3 astronauts have already come on board.
请神舟9号乘组左转，面对天空轨道舱内摄像机镜头，挥手致意。
The ground staff is asking for a photo op.
请注意，3名航天员均左转对准镜头，挥手致意。
Of course, it's the first time they've been together facing us. The audience is here on the ground. They have a look at how they've been doing. It's for publicity purposes, but it's very important to hear them working together, waving their hands at us.
Now Liu Yang is floating.
340 kilometers above us. Well, they still try to manage to keep the balance. But it's a learning curve.
Just watch how they act a week from now. You'll see a lot of proficiency.
Improvement.
Yes.
Because a week of experience will make them much better when they're doing this.
And there will be better photo ops in the future.
I hope so. But this is floating. She just have less than 50 minutes of drill and exercise. Maybe she will do a much better job when she gets weeks later.
The body still has a reflex that thinks it's falling, and it takes a while for you to become accustomed to the sensation and override that reflex.
I was told that there is a contradiction of what your eyes are telling you and what your vestibular system is telling you. That's why it sometimes have troubles moving around.
That is what is disturbing to a person, getting contradictory signals.
Because it's something that you cannot run into on the ground. It's only there that you have this kind of contradiction.
This is called the vestibular problems met by the astronauts. And also, to overcome the redistribution of blood, we have penguin suits on board.
You mentioned penguin suits. I'm always interested in that. Why do you call that penguin suit, and what's it for?
Well, this suit can provide a negative pressure for their legs and foot. So the blood can be redistributed normally, like the ground.
But why only the legs and the feet?
Because
why pressure only applied to the lower part of the body?
A negative pressure.
Negative pressure. It's suction.
Negative pressure.
It pulls blood back into the lower extremities, where the blood would normally pool when you're standing upright.
So because of the blood coming to the top of the body.
Right.
And is it proving it's working well? What you call penguin suit?
We should check it. And this is the important experiment on board the Tiangong-1.
You mean the suit itself?
Yes.
They're still doing their routine checks. They haven't had time to play with anything yet. But,
yes.
I hope they will have more fun pictures taken from the space lab when they're finished doing their work.
Thanks to Tiangong-1 data relay satellite constellation, we have a coverage of about 77. So we can see a so long time videos of the combination.
But it could be a stress for the astronauts, always being watched and monitored by people on the ground. Every move I make, everything that I see will be viewed and analyzed by the people on the ground.
It's very much like being on stage 24 hours a day.
Yes. Your life is just being backed.
Yeah. There he goes, up onto the ceiling.
They will arrange their daily life according to the Beijing time.
And do you happen to know how many hours do they work every day, and how many hours do they rest, and how many personal time do they have?
They have 7 hours for sleeping every day, and about 3 to 5, 2 hours, maybe 2 hours for their private time. And also, as I mentioned, they have a notebook PC on board for amusement, entertainment. we can enjoy the view of our beautiful Earth by the window of Shenzhou spaceship.
They have to get back to Shenzhou to
Yes.
have a view of the Earth.
Yeah.
That's in the re-entry capsule, or that's in the orbital module.
Both, I guess. I can be sure that there are windows on the re-entry capsule, but I don't sure if there is two on the orbital module.
They should have put more windows there. Definitely.
In your future.
It will be worth experience, especially for the astronauts.
As you said, cupola is a favorite of every astronaut.
Otherwise, they would just assume they're living in an enclosed space.
Of course, this kind of window is also very important and critical for our future construction of space station. You know that